Oh, sorry. No. Good morning, everyone. I'm really pleased to have this opportunity this morning to welcome you, dear Jens. I think it's very important to discuss security, to discuss defense, and I'm pleased that we will have this morning an exchange of views on all those topics. NATO played and plays a key role in binding North America and Europe. We share the same democratic values, we have common strategic interests, and I'm totally convinced that this new Biden administration offers a unique opportunity to renew the strong transatlantic alliance between Europe and the United States. And we have some common priorities that I think we'll discuss this morning. First, we want more stability and more predictability in our immediate neighborhood. And we need to discuss the tools we are ready to use in order to reach this goal. Second point, we face new kinds of threats, cyber, hybrid, and disinformation. And we need to strengthen our resilience. We need probably also to adapt our tools. And my third point is the question of the industrial basis that we need to strengthen, the technological basis also that we need to improve. And we see that there are possible synergies between digital, space, and defense. Finally, I'm convinced that a strong partnerships requires strong partners. And that's why I'm convinced that a stronger European Union is a stronger NATO. Please.
Thank you so much, Charles. It's great to be back here, and I look forward to meet with the European Council. I would like to start by thanking you and the European Union for what you do in making sure that we are able to combat the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic, because the efforts of the European Union, of the European member states, have been extremely important for all of us living in Europe. At the same time, we see that our military forces across Europe are supporting the civilian efforts, helping to set up military field hospitals, transporting patients, medical equipment. So in one way, we actually see how the civilian sector, the EU efforts are going hand in hand with the military efforts across the continent. For NATO, the main task during this pandemic has been to make sure that a health crisis doesn't turn into a security crisis, because the threats we are faced with, before the pandemic, they are still there. Russia's aggressive actions, more brutal forms of terrorism, sophisticated cyber attacks, the rise of China, and the security implications of climate change. So no country or continent can face these challenges alone, not Europe alone, not North America alone, but Europe and North America together. And therefore, as you, I welcome the very strong message from the new Biden administration to rebuild alliances, to strengthen the transatlantic bond. And this will be also the main issue when NATO leaders meet later this year in Brussels. NATO 2030 is a project where we are looking into how we can further strengthen NATO, the transatlantic bond, and that includes also how we can strengthen the cooperation with the European Union. And over the last years, we have been able to lift the cooperation between the European Union and NATO to unprecedented levels. I appreciate very much your leadership on this, your commitment to NATO EU cooperation, and I look forward to continuing to working with you and the European Union on issues like resilience, like cyber, like the countering the effects of climate change, and also continue to work on issues where we have been working together for many years, like stabilizing the Western Balkans and tackling migration in the Aegean. More than 90% of the people living in the European Union, they live in a NATO country. So that just illustrates that we share very much the same population, the same members, and the same neighborhood, and the same challenges. So all of this makes it perfectly, absolutely obvious that we need to work together. And that's the reason also why I'm looking forward to meet with the European Council and to address how we can further strengthen NATO EU cooperation. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.